Hello. And now I hang up the funny ditto game and move on to the main event. I got this game on Friday night. This is not good. What's funny about the ditto game is I wasn't planning on getting it, but it was very well received. I looked up, does it have a real-time clock, or is it like a Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley kind of deal? And I saw it has a real-time clock, and that was kind of the thing that got me to get the game, and I kind of regret it, because I have not been as productive as I wish I had been. Oh. Yeah, I saw on the title screen that it's rain. Yeah. I also saw I forgot to put on my normal outfit, and I need to get changed. If you saw last week's episode, then you are probably aware today is the day. Today is the day that we find out who is going to be evicted. That's not getting revealed quite yet. I still need to invite Fauna, and I still need to make the last item that she wants. Thank goodness the amiibo card didn't break in the last week. I have actually had an amiibo card just stop working. I want to say it's Pinky? I want to say it was Pinky that stopped working, but I could be completely wrong. Oh, it's so early. It's so early that nothing is open, no one's awake. It's awful. But at least we have Fauna. A log bench. Yeah, alright. Let me get back in the mindset of Animal Crossing crafting mechanics here. Let's make a log bench. A log bench? Log bench. Because in this game you can craft from your storage, but Pokemon doesn't let you do that. Pokemon makes you have it in your inventory. Your log bench is ready for you. Wow, an ironing board. I'm glad to have souvenirs from here, but I'm hoping to collect even more. If only I could see. Okay, did I mess up? Because I'm pretty sure... Oh. That's a great idea. Did I mess up? Someone's getting evicted, right? Sorry to keep you waiting. I checked with the services, but the news wasn't good. Yes! That's great news. Maybe I should check around and see if anybody here is planning on moving out, dearie. Worth a shot. Already asked resident services if they knew anyone who might want to leave, dearie. Now, anyone who I select is guaranteed to move out. Gigi wasn't in the running, and if she was, I would personally add like 20 votes just myself, because I would want her gone. But she wasn't in the running, so she is safe for now. As soon as she chooses to leave, she's gone. Or, as soon as we do another one of these vote for an eviction things, I hope everyone else dislikes Gigi as much as I do. But the question is, who is getting kicked off the island? And I want to say quickly, this is a small channel. There are not going to be very many votes. I appreciate greatly the amount of people who did vote, because I know that it was actually a pretty good amount of people for the size of the channel. So if you did vote in the eviction poll, thank you. This could have been a travesty. There could have been 0 votes. There was more than 0 votes, and that is thanks to people actually participating. And I want to do more polls like this in the future, so please do keep an eye open for future polls to see if you can participate in the island. With that being said, it's time to see who the winner or loser is. Out of everyone, the loser, by a pretty significant margin, is Antonio. Antonio got the most votes, which means it is Antonio who is being removed from the island. In case you're curious, Antonio won with 63%. Second place is Colton with 26%. And then there's Rex in third place with 11%. Frank, weirdly, is the one who got 0 votes. There were 19 votes in total, to be clear, so it's not like, it's not like, oh, thousands of people voted and no one voted for Frank. 19 people voted and no one voted for Frank. So, Frank, so far, is totally safe, which means in the next eviction poll, if there should be one, and you want Frank gone, you will have to show up. Goodbye, Antonio. I hardly knew ye. Now, real quick, I want to talk about the spoiled turnips here. These things can spawn a few different bugs. One of those is flies, and the other one is ants. And I believe that's it. I believe that is all that you can use spoiled turnips to spawn. And if it wasn't raining, I would actually be able to show you that. But unfortunately, it's raining, and I can't do anything about it. That is the nature of Animal Crossing, especially this time of year. Our bamboo, I forgot what they're called, our bamboo has grown in, and we now have bamboo shoots. Now, the question then is, what do I do with the bamboo shoots? I can sell them, I can keep them, I'm probably not going to eat them because I would rather sell them than eat them. Probably just gonna sell them for now, to be honest with you. There isn't a whole lot of, custom furniture stuff that I really want to use bamboo shoots for. Generally speaking, the bamboo you get from using an axe with bamboo is going to be better than what you get from the bamboo shoots. That's not a rule. There are some bamboo shoot furniture items that are actually pretty good, but not very many, and I don't think I have any of their recipes. Speaking of recipes, there's a balloon. Wouldn't it be amazing if that was actually relevant? No, the segue I was going for was, speaking of recipes, let's see what my message in a bottle gives me. But my message in a bottle is not on this part of the beach, so I'm going to wait, and I'm going to get that balloon. Wherever the heck the balloon... Oh, what? Really? I didn't expect it to come in so fast. I hope it's a bamboo shoot recipe. That's the one. I have a lot of presents. Was that the one? Because I have a lot of presents. Beautiful statue. Mom's candle set. And that. Okay. Well, that tells you it's been a week since I've opened anything that I've gotten in the mail. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that's a good idea. There was a snail on that bush, and I want a snail. In case you're wondering about the beautiful statue, I've mentioned this in the past, but I do play the game with someone else, for lack of a better word. And sometimes we exchange what I call non-progress items. I'm pretty particular about, I don't want to get, progress items, as I call it. I don't take bells. I don't have anyone send me bells. No one contributes to any of the bridges or the stairs or anything like that. To me, that's part of the game. But another part of the game is also collaborating with other people. And, if you try to get all of the donations, all the museum stuff on your own, it's going to take a long time. And, that's fine if you want to do it that way, but personally speaking, I think that collaborating with someone is just as much in the spirit of the series as doing everything on my own. Why do I have so many Nook Miles? Whimsical. Okay. If that's what you call gyroids. The way that snails work is they spawn on, I believe it's either a bush or a flower when it's raining. So right now it's raining. And that means right now is a really good opportunity. But I don't have very many flowers and my bushes are in an inconvenient spot. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and also I never got my crafting recipe. Oh, there it is. Alright, message in a bottle. You gonna give me something bamboo shooty? No, unless you wear really stupid armor. You know, it's a shame. I don't usually record as early as 5:30 in the morning. The 5 a.m. music is one of my favorite songs in Animal Crossing. Specifically, the New Horizons 5 a.m. song is one of my favorites. And I don't really like the way that the music changes when it's raining. Like, to me, when it's raining, it adds the little, like, weird, like, it's a drum, I think. But I don't really like what that does to the music. I think some of the songs it sounds okay with, but I don't like it with 5 a.m. I think 5 a.m. I mean, 5 a.m. to me is like, it's like waking up early in the morning in the summer, and it's a beautiful, clear, sunny day, and there's fresh air. It hasn't quite gotten to the point of being 90 degrees Fahrenheit because you live in Texas in the summer. And, you know, it's nice and fresh, and I don't know, that to me is what the 5 a.m. sounds like. And you get to the rainy version, and suddenly it's just, oh, it's not as good anymore. That's definitely one element of this game that I'm not the biggest fan of. And I will say it's gotten so much better over the years that this game's gotten updates. I'm not huge on the music of this game. Animal Crossing typically has really good music, especially for the hourly music. New Horizons never really worked for me when it comes to the music. It's grown on me a lot more as I've played it, but I would definitely pick Wild World and New Leaf's soundtrack when it comes to the hourly music over the New Horizons soundtrack. Now the thing is that that also extends to the new KK Slider music, because when the game came out, there were two, I think, I might get this a little bit wrong, there were two new songs for KK Slider. One of those was Welcome Horizons, which is the New Horizons theme song, essentially. The other one was Farewell. And Welcome Horizons is fine. It's not very inspired, because it's just the title music. I don't like Farewell. I really do not like Farewell. And so, you know, you have the two new songs, and it's not a great average, you know? And so, you know, you have the KK Slider music that's kind of you have the hourly music, which is, you know, 23 okay songs and one very good one. That's an exaggeration, there's more good ones than that, but still. And it's not a very good average. It's just really not a very good average. And to me, things got saved pretty hard with the 2.0 update. Because that update added like 5 or so new KK Slider songs. And the worst thing I can say about some of them is that they're not for me. But there are also some, like KK Dub, for instance, which I absolutely love. I think KK Dub is a phenomenal sounding song. And, you know, it's great. Also, I just realized there were more new songs introduced in the game originally than I remember, because there was also Drive-In and Drive-In is also really, really good. So, yeah, okay, the KK Slayer music was better at launch than I remember. Still, it was a pretty small selection of new songs, and overall I don't really think that it was very good. The 2.0 update also added the co-op on Harv's Island, and the music there is really good. I really like the music for the co-op. And then 3.0 came out. Oh, dang it, I killed a snail. Put the net out. Apparently snails also like rocks, so let's keep that one in mind. A snail. Finally. So, and then 3.0 came out, and 3.0 introduced the Slumber Island. And the Slumber Island music is, like, I think actually my favorite Animal Crossing song. Like, in the entire franchise, I'm pretty sure the Slumber Island music is actually my favorite song in the series. So, I think that New Horizons at launch, the music was mediocre, I would say, compared to the rest of the series. 2.0 saved it a lot, and then 3.0, the, like, only new song is really good, so... It's kind of one of those things where I like the way that it's going. I like the direction that Animal Crossing has gone in the last few years. I don't like how it was at launch. And I think that's kind of true. It's true of the music, but I also think that that's kind of true of just the game. I think that with 2.0 and 3.0, they've done a really good job of patching up what made New Horizons a bit rough in places. And yeah, I really like the direction that it has been going, and it does give me some hope for the next Animal Crossing game whenever that comes out. This is going to be a discussion-heavy episode, I think, because I don't really have a whole lot to do, and I've been playing Pokopia, and I do want to talk a little bit about that, because when people talk about Pokopia, which is the game I opened with, I want to make that clear. Pokemon Pokopia is a game that came out very recently. It came out on, like, Thursday, this last Thursday, I think. I got it on Friday, and I've been playing it mostly ever since. And people are sort of mixed when it comes to what to compare the game to. A lot of people say it's like Animal Crossing, a lot of people say it's like Minecraft. It's obviously got some Pokemon influence because it's a Pokemon game. And, oh boy, I can order coffee from the counter to the right. It's his left. I guess it's my right, that's fair. And there's the other comparison that people bring up, which is, it's Pokemon meets Dragon Quest Builders. Now, I will say, I played the demo for the first Dragon Quest Builders when it came out. I didn't really care for it. I didn't really get a whole lot from the demo for Dragon Quest Builders. And, you know, I have 15 hours in Pokopia, so clearly I like Pokopia quite a bit. The thing to me with comparing Pokopia to Dragon Quest Builders is, you know, I can go up to a family member and say, oh, it's like Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Minecraft, you know, that kind of thing, and they will have some understanding for what it is. If I go up to pretty much anyone and say, it's like Pokemon Dragon Quest Builders, blank expression. There's nothing there for people to cling on to, because no one knows Dragon Quest Builders. And so there is the question of, well, if it's like Animal Crossing, do I recommend it? Because this is an Animal Crossing oriented channel, it's going to mostly attract people who play Animal Crossing. And it's a lot more involved than Animal Crossing is, and I'll give an example. My mom plays Animal Crossing. She has significantly more hours in Animal Crossing than I have on my entire Steam library. You know, that's the kind of thing Animal Crossing is really good at. It appeals to people who want to play Animal Crossing, and it appeals to people who just don't play video games at all, you know? And That's great. You know, that's really, really good. But I will also say there's something that my mom isn't very good at, and that is controlling a camera in a 3D video game. And so when I say Pokopia is like Animal Crossing, you know, I have played first-person shooters. I have played the mainline Pokemon games. You know, my experience with video games is fairly adept. You know, I know how to play a video game, and I know how to play more than just Animal Crossing. And if you are into Animal Crossing as like this very casual video game, I think you might find Pokopia to be kind of stressful. So personally, I really like Pokopia, and there's a reason why I opened with the joke of, hey, I'm in Pokopia, you know, that's sort of the intro joke that I did, and I'll probably never mention Pokopia on this channel again after this video. But we're still in this video, so I'm going to keep talking about Pokopia. And one of the things that I will say, oh, it's a bamboo thing. Where the heck was this on the last balloon, huh? Anyway, I was about to say that I really hope that the next Animal Crossing game learns from Pokopia, but also another game that's coming out that I didn't really mention in the past, which is Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. It's another game that I am very, very excited for. Oh boy. It's a cute, funny thing. I'm actually curious. I wanna get a closer look at the face. Oh, it's so detailed. Wish I could get a better view of it, but that is very difficult to do. The thing about Pokopia, and where it is kind of relevant to Animal Crossing, things like the UI, certain mechanics that just, they don't feel overly explained. It feels like a game that really does treat its audience with some respect, which is weird because it's Pokemon. And I'm not saying that as a diss towards Pokemon, I'm saying that because Pokemon is for kids. As someone with thousands of hours on the series as an adult, Pokemon is for kids. And it's weird to me that Pokopia really doesn't try that hard to like hammer home certain mechanics, and like there is some depth to a lot of the mechanics, and I think kids would kind of have a hard time with it, to be honest. And I think, you know, there's certainly an aspect to Animal Crossing where I can say, you know, keep it friendly, definitely keep it PG, but also, you know, let's not ask 50 questions when you try to visit someone's island and stuff like that. And of course, with Tomodachi Life, it's too soon to say, like, oh, Tomodachi Life is going to revolutionize the casual game scene. It's not going to. And this is one thing that, when Tomodachi Life came out on the 3DS, a lot of people said, should I buy Tomodachi Life, or should I buy Animal Crossing New Leaf? Or if I liked Animal Crossing New Leaf, would I like Tomodachi Life? And the answer is they're very, very different games. You know, Animal Crossing is you control you. Tomodachi Life is more of a Sims-like game. You're not controlling a person directly in Tomodachi Life. And it seems like that's true of the new one as well. But there are still some elements of Tomodachi Life that feel a bit more forward-thinking than a lot of the mechanics in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Largely down to like UI stuff again, but also things like island expansion. Sure, we'll use that as an example. I think what it basically boils down to is, hey, there's some competition in the life sim genre, if you want to call it a genre. There's some competition now, and it's good. Like, the competition isn't just, do you want The Sims or do you want Animal Crossing? The competition now is, do you want The Sims or Pokopia or Tomodachi Life or Animal Crossing? And I really hope that Animal Crossing starts to develop a little bit more in response to games like Pokopia and Tomodachi Life. And it's funny that as much as I mention The Sims, I'm kind of surprised, honestly, that The Sims 4 never came to the Switch. And I know people will say, oh, well, it wouldn't run very well. So what? Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet didn't run well on the Switch. It still came out. Plenty of third-party games didn't run well on the Switch. They still came out. And they also still sold well. So I'm kind of surprised that EA never pushed a Sims 4 on the Switch. Or even just like a mobile Sims game. Like, I'm not saying it would have been good, but I'm surprised they never did it. On the bright side, it's a new hour, and it's still pouring. Oh, goodness. Yeah, let's sell some more stuff. Yes, I did think about putting the gold in there, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not thirsting for YouTube comments engaging with the video that hard anyway. Well, aren't you guys lucky for being up at 6 in the morning so you can do stretches with me in the pouring rain? Oh, I don't like the snot. I usually don't honestly have a problem with it. I know some people are like, ew, she's disgusting. But personally speaking, I think it's fine. I don't think it's cute. Like, I know that's like the Japanese thing, is that it's like the snot hanging thing is like a cute trope. Doesn't really work the same in the US, I'm gonna say. But boy, the physics on that thing. I do not like the physics when we're doing group stretches and I'm right next to her. Oh goodness, it doesn't handle the bending over very well. Boy, I said two weeks ago was a filler episode. It really begs the question of how filler can a filler episode be if 2 weeks ago we had the filler episode and this one doesn't count as the filler episode? I guess this is the Pokopia episode. It's like, I'm not getting anything done, I'm just talking about Pokopia. Or Pokopia. Might as well say it both ways, so I'm guaranteed to be saying it wrong. I feel like there should be some, like, in conclusion, such and such, but I feel like I pretty much made my in conclusions. Pokopia is good. Animal Crossing is also good. Will I be talking about Pokopia anymore on this channel? No. Will I be talking about Animal Crossing anymore on this channel? I hope so. That's the whole point of the channel. But next week it's time to get back on track, I think. We've had a few weeks in a row where all we've really done is these, little side quests, and it's time to get back to the main quest. It's time to work on the island. That's what we're here for. That's what this series is about. And, yeah. Kind of stinks to be ending an episode by saying, in the next episode we're gonna really try, but like, in the next episode we're gonna really try. And this week was about getting fauna, and now that fauna's on the island, we can focus on the important things, like getting Gigi off the island. But not you, Alice, you're safe.